Back at St. Mary's Lake today. That truck. Locking that up. I have the kayak sponsored by Luke Combs himself. And we're gonna see if we can find hopefully some crappie. Last year I was tearing them up here, but it was early June, I believe I was doing that, so we'll see what it's like today. Hopefully we can find at least a couple. If not, you know, got some worms, so hopefully we can find bluegill or something. Got kayak down there, ready to go. All I gotta do now is the lovely paddle. Knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it yet, but there's not really any wind out here, which is making this paddle nice. I'm sure it'll get nice and hot though, but at least for now it's in my favor. We'll see how that changes though. I'm sure in 30 minutes I'll be saying it's too hot for this. There's not a breeze, especially if I'm not catching fish. But all we're using is like last year, tube on a white jig head. I believe ACC Crappie makes these jig heads. I'd really like to go to that overflow, but there's a guy fishing it, so I'm trying to wait that out a little bit. There we go. Got something. Little bitty sunfish. That did not take long at all. Beautiful fish, beautiful. First fish with this rod too. Just brought this rod last night. And he's gone. I need to go get my other rod sent off to be replaced. My other St. Croix has a snap tip on it that I use for panfish. So I went and bought this one last night, which is a 6-foot ultralight. It's the panfish series from St. Croix. So far it feels amazing. Got one of the President Pfluger XTs on it for a reel. 4 or 6 pound braid. I forget what it was. It's 4 or 6 pound. I love it. I should have kept that fella. Should have threw him in the cooler. Remember how I said it was hot and I was going to regret not having a breeze? Yeah, I'm sweating pretty good now. I wouldn't mind just a little breeze. Try putting on a split shot, see if that helps a little bit. I think this braid's keeping it afloat too much. Not letting it sink. There we go. That's what we've been after. Classic little crappie. Beautiful. Just like that. Remember last year, you always got to find which spot they're in exactly. That's what I'm having to do again this year. Another beautiful one. Little guy. Breaking in this new rod. I ain't mad about that. I just want to find some decent ones. That one got lucky. He's not going home. Well, I can be big enough to fillet. Switch up colors to an orange. Man, they are in this corner thick. Little guys. Left and right. summer crappie, but man, I think they even got smaller this year. I think so. If anyone has any connections with St. Croix, can you get them to sponsor me? That would be like super cool to be sponsored by them. Oh. He felt good. He's got a little more weight to him, so he might actually go. So in Maryland, you can keep 15 crappie, and there is no size limit, but I don't like taking them unless they're big enough to fillet, because otherwise I feel like you're just doing a disgrace to them. Other people probably feel differently about that, but if it's not big enough to fillet, then I don't think I should be keeping it. That's just me though. Again, a lot of people will probably feel differently. Another one. He's going in the cooler. I bet you there will be a fish on this reel, on this cast. Little guy. See if the bigger ones are further out. Little guy. Stop moving for a second. Little shell cracker, huh? Ooh. Easy there, killer. Goodness gracious. He'll eat. That's a good one right there. He'll eat. Another one. I don't even know what number this is. This rod though, St. Croix Panfish Series ultralight 6 foot. It's lovely for this. Not mad over this. Already got a couple crappie. Should have kept that first bluegill. I don't have 2 of them. Knew I had one playing with it. There we go. He's going cool. He is for sure going to cool. Man, beautiful crappie. Wow, that was a good one. I saw him. I'm sweating so badly. It's Good thing I'm catching fish. Man, this is just left and right. Size not really there, but been a long time. That's what we're after right there. Beautiful crappie. The camera had cut off, but this is what we're after. These ones, these are the ones I want to take home. Nice crappie, fillet them, roll them in cornmeal, fry them up. That's what we're after here. Is another good one for the cooler. I mean, take a look at this. So it's been started off really strong, and then as crappie goes, sometimes the bite turns on or off like really quickly. So overall, though, not too hateful. Not too hateful. Definitely have enough for a fish fry. Gonna see if I'm really close to my limit, so I'd like to get my limit so I can say limited out. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get that limit today. We got stuff busting over there. We have switched to a jig head with worms. Got worms there. We've switched to just running the, I'll show you in a second, running the worm up the barb to make it look a little better and harder for the bluegill to take it away. So this is what I was talking about. These ACC crappie stick company, they make these jigs, and it's got a little barb on it, so I run the worm up like that. I'm just gonna focus really. And it makes it a lot harder for the bluegill to take it. I feel like it works a lot better for me. Good for me, but I haven't tried a jig in a little while, a tube with a jig, because I've been having luck with the worm for crappie and bluegill. So. Alright, so I'm up to 9 crappie and 3 bluegill. And I have thrown away or threw back quite a few bluegill, and I have thrown, so I've thrown back quite a few bluegill, and I've thrown back a lot of crappie. So I do not keep crappie unless, I might be looking at my crotch a little bit, unless I think I can keep them, because otherwise I don't see the point in keeping them. Again, other people are different on that, but yeah, so not a bad morning. Hopefully we can catch a couple more and have a limit and head out. It's another one for it. Now we're at 10. Another one. These little guys, of course he swallowed it. Love when they do that. Y'all want to do some fishing? Today was a pretty successful day. Took the kayak out, lake, did a little jigging for some crappie. Caught a good amount of crappie, almost a one-man limit, and got a couple bluegill too. Now I've got a cooler full of fish to clean up. I think I ended with 13 crappie and 3 bluegill. So, not a bad day for one person. So now I gotta clean those up and fry me some fish. And it was all on jigging with 1/8 ounce white head with a green eye with little tubes, or I was using worms. They were really liking the worms today, which usually only the bluegill like the worms. But overall, pretty decent day. I'm not mad about it. Now I've got fish to fry.